Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about a recap of my second trimester. So if you're new here, you might not know that I've been doing videos all about my pregnancy in the last few months, and as it stands, from today I am 25 weeks pregnant. So I thought I'd do a little video all about my second trimester recap and the things that have been helping me and the symptoms that I've been feeling and just how everything's been going, because I think I enter my third trimester in 2 weeks, which is about 27 weeks pregnant. So from about 25 weeks you end up going to your midwife every 3 weeks from then on, so I thought I'd do a little recap now. So I thought I'd show you. I am 25 weeks and this is how big Bump is at the moment. He's getting rather large. So if you are new here, hi, my name is Christina. I do new videos every Monday and Thursday. At the moment they are a little bit about pregnancy, but I also do just general lifestyle stuff as well. So definitely subscribe if you like what you see. So in your second trimester, I think it's safe to say that most women suffer with backache. I have been suffering so much with backache. I feel like every morning I get up not rested at all. Baby starts kicking. I mean, it seemed quite early for me. Baby started kicking from about 13 weeks in this pregnancy, but sometimes people don't feel the first kicks until they're 24 weeks, which is only a week ago for me, but I've been experiencing it for a few weeks now, and it's so lovely to be able to feel my baby and to kind of find a pattern of what he likes. He definitely likes to sleep more on the left side. He seems to be there a lot, but backache is a real thing in pregnancy. I think from about 13 weeks, maybe 15 weeks, I was just not getting any sleep, even not just because he's kicking, but just the way your body is changing and alters. I don't know, it's really affected my back. But two things that have helped me with this is a pregnancy pillow and a yoga ball. So this is my pregnancy pillow. And this one is just kind of one of these ones that is shaped. You've got your long side and then you've got the bit that supports your back. So you kind of sleep in the middle here. At first I was a bit, you know, it wasn't really helping me that much. I felt like, how, you know, am I going to get through this? But now I've figured out a way to sleep with this. I can't sleep without it, basically. I don't actually sleep with this as back support. I have started to a little bit now. I'm a bit bigger, but I didn't feel like I was kind of fitting in the middle at first. But definitely get one of these as soon as possible when you're pregnant, because it just helps your sleep so much and it helps your back so much. If you wake up in the morning with a backache, you just don't want to do anything the rest of the day. How I tend to sleep, and I am quite small, make sure this doesn't burn, is I actually sleep with my head here and then this bit tucked in between my legs. So this bit is a bit useless a lot of the time, and I sleep like it's like a man basically, but it's just really helpful. I am now starting to use this as back support, I'll kind of sleep with this here, my pillow here, and then this in between your legs. Definitely use this in between your legs because it just makes all the difference. I can't, you know, when I first got pregnant I kind of wondered, is there any real, you know, are pregnancy pillows gimmicky? But I don't think they are. I think they are a necessity. This one is actually from Dream Genie, but you can get loads of different ones. If you want a bigger one, I mean, I'm quite small, so this does me well, but if you want a bigger one, they definitely do like a whole body one on Amazon, which I kind of wish I got as well, but this one was a good £50, so I'm sticking with this, and this hopefully will see me through any other pregnancies as well. As for the yoga ball, you can literally get a yoga ball anywhere. Sometimes they even do it in the pound store, but definitely go to Argos or Amazon and you can get a yoga ball, and it's just good to do some exercises. I might do a video all about the exercises that I'm doing on a yoga ball that have been helping me and my kind of pelvis area. I do probably about 10-15 minutes a night before I get into bed, and this just really helps me go to sleep, unwind and relax my back and help me, you know, sleep through the night. So I definitely would recommend using a yoga ball. I started using mine about a week ago, so you know, from about, I mean, definitely check with your midwife and your doctor first, but from, you know, about 22 weeks or so, I think you're fine to use a kind of yoga ball, bozo ball. No, it's not a bozo ball, is it? It's a yoga ball. For me, it's just really helped me, and it also really helps prepare you for labour as well. So definitely invest in a yoga ball, one that you can actually deflate and put under the bed or something when you're not using it as well, so it doesn't take up too much space. However, mine just stays out all the time because I end up using it in the office, I end up using it before bed, and I end up using it downstairs as well. It just helps relieve, especially like down the back of your back, more like your pelvis and your coccyx and tailbone. It just relieves a bit of tension in those areas and helps you prepare for labour as well, so that's always helpful. Okay, so another symptom that I have been getting in my second trimester is definitely stretching and growing pains. Some nights I literally wake up with kind of this stretching pain, literally just like growing pains when you were younger, and it's just my whole front just feels like it's being stretched out. It's safe to say I don't have a belly button anymore. But yeah, I think the best way to actually relieve this, I wouldn't say it's pain, it's just uncomfortableness. It's just really uncomfortable, especially if you're trying to sleep, your back's hurting, you're then getting stretching pains as well. It's just not nice. So the way that I deal with this, because I've had one night I actually woke up with these, it was so uncomfortable, my back was uncomfortable and my belly was uncomfortable, it just wasn't nice. And what I did is I just sat up in bed, make sure during your pregnancy you can slouch quite a bit, I do anyway, so try and make sure that you sit up as much as possible when you're sitting. Again, the yoga ball will really help you with your posture in this sense. But make sure you're sitting. So I sat up in bed when I woke up, and I just done some breathing exercises, and you can learn a lot of different breathing exercises from books and from apps and from just YouTube and stuff like that. But what I just like to breathe steadily in and just make sure you're taking that breath into your belly as well, and this will just help kind of relieve some tension and pain and just be a lot more comfortable for you to sleep at night, and just in general if you're feeling this in the day as well. I am reading the book The Calm Birth Method. It's really good. Well, I say reading, I'm using audiobooks and I'm listening to it. Really good book, I highly recommend it. So everything I mention will be linked down in the description box. But one of the breathing techniques that they teach you on this is take 4 in and 8 out, and allow the breath to go through your belly and kind of out through your feet. That's what you need to imagine. So I kind of just sit there and I'm like, and it's really good to just ground you and kind of like meditation as well. So very soon, I haven't started it yet, but very soon I want to be doing this in the mornings, just 5-10 minutes in the mornings, just to meditate and get myself ready for labour. Another thing that will help with stretching, whilst we're on the subject, is bio oil. You can get loads of different creams. It doesn't have to be bio oil. I think Palmer's do one. Literally go into Boots and you'll find loads of different oils and creams that will help you with stretching. But my particular favourite is Bio Oil. This little bottle here is what has lasted me throughout the entirety of my pregnancy, so you don't need a massive one. However, maybe a medium size, because I will definitely be using this after pregnancy as well. I think that this product smells, I don't know, I just think it smells so nice. My husband doesn't like it as much, but I think it smells like cinnamon, it smells sweet, and I'm definitely loving sweet stuff in this pregnancy, so perhaps that's why. But oh, it just smells like a spa to me. And what is good is I actually get my husband to use this to massage my shoulders and back every now and again. Now, I don't have too many massages because I don't think it's what you should be doing in pregnancy. You should get a professional massage, or, you know, but sometimes you just want that rub. So I get him to use this, so it's just a lot easier on the skin and on the muscles. So Bio Oil is something that I am loving in this pregnancy. So eating habits in your second trimester. Now, I think there's a lot of people think that because you're pregnant you just eat like a horse. But for me it's not the case. I definitely am eating more, but I can't eat big meals. I can't do a big dinner. It's just, there's just not enough room in there. You got to bear in mind that all of your organs are being pushed up, and baby is taking majority of the room in there. So, you know, the best advice for you is to eat little and often. So probably every hour, every 2 hours I'm eating something. If it's a little snack, if it's lunch, breakfast, and then I'll normally have a dinner and then a little snack after dinner, you know, and little bits throughout the day. I eat quite a bit, but it's just little bits and often. It's definitely not what I used to eat before. I didn't eat as much as I am now. One thing that I am getting is kind of like heartburn and indigestion, and this again is because all of your organs are being pushed up, and you're also releasing a hormone that kind of relaxes everything in your body, so it allows for heartburn and indigestion to happen. So it's just something that naturally happens in pregnancy. If like me you don't like taking a lot of tablets during pregnancy, then one thing that I can suggest to you, and something that I love, is Muller Corners at the moment, or just yogurt in general. My preference is Muller Corner because I like having a bit of crunch to my yogurt, and I am liking sweet stuff. However, if you're more healthy than me, then go for a yogurt with some pomegranates in it and some granola. You know, just anything yogurt is just going to soothe that heartburn and also fill you up a little bit. So, and that's what I normally have, a Muller Corner after dinner, and this is kind of my dessert, my after dinner dessert. It's something that I'm just really loving at the moment, really craving. I wouldn't say craving, but I just am loving Muller's. But just any kind of yogurt is just going to help with that heartburn and indigestion. So in your second trimester you can get headaches. Luckily I haven't had too many headaches. I have had a cold, which I'm going to get onto in a minute, but one product that has helped me if I do get a headache, and bear in mind if you get severe headaches that even a paracetamol can't take away in your second trimester, then this could actually be a problem. So always check with your midwife. Even if it's a little inkling that you're getting and you think, oh, it's not to bother her, she doesn't mind. Just call your midwife and make sure you're okay, you and your baby are okay. It can indicate to, I think it's like low sugars or low blood pressure or preeclampsia. So just always check with your midwife or your doctor. But if you're just having little headaches like every now and again, one thing that has been saving me are these migraine strips. So this is the Cool and Soothe strips. I think these just come from Morrison's. My husband grabbed them whilst he was out, and these are really good. So I had a cold, so I wanted to talk a little bit about if you get ill in pregnancy, because I spoke about this on my Instagram stories, which if you're not following, I'll leave my where to find me in the video here. But basically, over the Christmas period, I suffered with a terrible cold, and I'm not one to take tablets in general anyway, but especially during pregnancy, I don't really want to take too many. I ended up having to take one paracetamol just to allow myself to get to sleep one night, because I just felt that bad. But the things that did help me whilst I had the cold were these. So I had one day where I had the worst headache all day, and this just really helped me. And these are just strips, so you get 2 packs of 2, so you get 4 in here, and all it is a gel strip. So you take off the silicone off the back, and then it's just blue gel strip. It doesn't feel cold or anything, but then as soon as you put it on the head, oh, it is so cold, and it's just so good. This literally lasted for, what was it, 8 hours? It lasted all night, maybe lasted a bit more for me, and this helped me to get to sleep on a particular night. And I just can't recommend these enough if you're suffering with headaches during pregnancy, because it does say on the box that it's safe for pregnancy. It doesn't actually cool your core temperature down, which is good, because then at least you can still get your temperature reading, but it does relieve that headache. It just gives you a bit of relief, basically. What I do plan on doing with these is, actually these are already in my hospital bag, because I'm thinking that if I get kind of hot and sweaty and just want that little bit of relief during labour, then I can use this. And these are sticky gels, so they will just stick on my forehead, not like just like a wet cloth, which you know, I'll lay there and then I'll turn to the side and it'll fall off. This will actually stick to my head. You know, not a necessity, but I think that if, you know, I just want that bit of cooling relief, you know, who knows what I'm going to want in my labour, but I just think that these might come in handy, so I'm going to be sticking these in my hospital bag. So if you're suffering with a cold during pregnancy and you want some safe remedies, let's say, or products to help you get through a cold, or like the flu, then these are 2 more items that might help. So just some vapor rub. This is going to be really great if you're suffering with a cold. I rubbed it all over my chest, all over my back, and then a little bit on my nose to help me breathe at the time. So any vapor rub, you can get this from the pound store. Vic is a great one, but this is just I think it's, yeah, Bell's vapor rub. It's just one I had in my box, but this helps so much, and I really like the smell of vapor rub anyway. Just is so clean. Another thing is just this dual defense from Boots. It just helps stop cold and flu. It's a nasal spray, and it's safe to use in pregnancy. So this is the main thing that helped me get over my cold. I stuck it up both my noses, I've only got one nose, both my nostrils, and I done this every kind of 4 hours, though you can do it as much as you like really with this, and it literally within a day it helped clear up all the congestion that I was feeling. My headache was gone. With these 2, my headache was gone within a day, and then my cold was gone within a few days. Not completely, but it just, you know when you feel all clogged up and just yucky, this just really helped. And my friend, who isn't actually pregnant, she went and got this because she had the cold during Christmas as well, but she said it was amazing as well. So whether you're pregnant or not, this can help, but it's safe to use in pregnancy, so I thought I'd mention it. If you're suffering like I did, which, just never again. I hope that I never get a cold like that during this pregnancy, or any other pregnancy of mine. Also, if you are suffering with headaches, don't forget to always drink water. Headache or not, you should be drinking water throughout your pregnancy first, third, second trimester, doesn't matter. Always make sure you're drinking water. Okay, so I wanted to mention a few other things that have been helping me through my second trimester, just because they're things that I'm loving and I wanted to share with you, but for no particular reason, but they helped me. They just are nice during my second trimester. So 2 things I wanted to mention is skincare related. So the first thing is some nasal, just making sure, just in general, making sure that my skin is clean every night before I go to bed throughout my pregnancy, because I have been breaking out since day one. Since the moment I found out I was pregnant, I've been breaking out, and it hasn't really stopped. But cleansing my face, after like a few weeks, I realised, you know what, I really need to get my skincare down so that this kind of stops. It definitely, you know, stopped or lessened the breakouts. And one thing that I just love is this nasal cleanse and polish. I love it because it smells of eucalyptus and it's just really refreshing, and it just makes it really easy to just take off all your makeup at the end of the day. I mentioned this in my recent skincare video, which I will link down below or here in the video somewhere. So if you want to see what my skincare video has, or if you want to see what my skincare has been through my pregnancy, then definitely check that video out. In that video, I also mentioned this Centripease Self Tan. Now, I've been pregnant throughout winter, so it's been really good because I can kind of just hide my skin, which is nice. It's quite good that and also that I'm not like hot and sweaty through summer, but I'm sure I'll have a pregnancy where I go through the summer like this. But through the winter, I do like to fake tan, and it's perfectly safe to fake tan through your pregnancy. So what I normally do is I use Bondi Sands just for a moisturiser, because I don't like to tan too much in the winter. Just a nice healthy glow, because sometimes I can look quite grey in this in general and in this pregnancy. But one thing that I'm loving is this Centripease. I've been raving about this on my Instagram stories. But basically it's just a bronzing water face mist. It's water based, so it doesn't transfer onto any of your clothes, and it's just really easy to use. It's just a spray, and you spray it all over your face. I do this every night before I go into bed, just to make sure, you know, I've done my skincare routine, and then I get into bed, spray this, so that I still have that healthy glow in the morning and I don't wake up looking grey. It doesn't transfer onto any of your sheets because it's water based, and it's a nice colour. It's a nice healthy glow. It's what I'm wearing now. Like in general, I fake tan, and it's safe for pregnancy. Well, it doesn't say it's safe for pregnancy, but it seems safe. And it smells amazing. So I can't recommend this enough. I literally rave about this on my Instagram all the time. So you're probably, if you're an Instagram follower of mine, then you're probably sick of hearing about this. But I just absolutely love it. So if you just, even if like you're not tanning your whole body, this is just nice to give yourself a bit of a glow, because you can put it on your face and your, let's say, décolletage area. In the winter, you can hide the rest of your body and you still look kind of alive and tan. So it just makes tanning a lot easier. So definitely loving these. Okay, so Pregnacare. This is something I've been using from day one. I am not too good at taking my vitamins. I pretty much take it almost every day, but there are days that I miss. I think that's just something that happens. I hope I'm not the only one. Please comment down below and let me know that I'm not alone on this. But Pregnacare, these are great vitamins. Always good to take vitamins throughout your pregnancy. This one has iron, zinc, vitamin D, B12, folic acid, and it's just great. And you can get breastfeeding ones after your pregnancy. And yeah, it's just really good to take vitamins throughout your pregnancy. So this is what I've been taking throughout all of it, actually, first and second trimester. Hand sanitizer. Ever since I got ill throughout Christmas, I have just been ensuring that I have hand sanitizer on me, so that I don't pick up any more germs, because I really just can't be getting that ill again. And this is my favourite one. This is the Lavender Organic Hand Sanitizer. I picked this up from Urban Outfitters, and it's just really nice. It smells of lavender, and it's nice because it's actually a spray, and it doesn't have that like really strong alcohol scent. It's kind of like you just sprayed like a nice perfume actually. Oh, it's just really nice. I hope they bring out some like other they might even have some other, what would you say, flavours. Lavender is just really clean, really nice and soothing. I actually keep this next to my bedside table so that I always am reminded to use a hand sanitizer. I just love it. Sorry, my filming stopped, so if this is a bit skew-if, then I had to get up and turn the camera back on. So lastly is a pregnancy book. This, I just think it's just really nice throughout your pregnancy. It's just a little journal. You can keep track of, you know, how your pregnancy is going. It has like nice little momentum bits in here, you know, when you found out what you're having, if you find out what you're having, what you're craving, all the first times, the first time he kicks. And from about week 12, you just get these kind of weekly pages, and it just allows you to put your kind of milestones in, what happened that week, and just a little like note of what you're doing. I mentioned this in my Christmas gift guide for pregnant ladies, and I just think it's really great. I've been filling mine out, and it's just really nice throughout your pregnancy. And also, you know, it's a little keepsake, and when baby is here one day, he might want to, or they might want to know how everything went. If you have a girl, they might, you know, in the future want to know how your pregnancy went because they're pregnant, and then you can kind of dig this book up and remember all the kind of first times. And it also helps them throughout their pregnancy, because I've definitely found throughout my pregnancy that I have really wanted to know how my mum's first pregnancy with me went, but it's not something that I can find out. I can't ask her something like that. She's not available to do that. So, but that's a whole nother story. But having something like this means you don't forget, you know, just little bits. And yeah, I've just got all the stories of, you know, when I first felt baby kick, and when Daddy first felt baby kick, and when we found out he was a boy. It's just really nice. So this is something that I would definitely recommend throughout your pregnancy. Get this from day one, but I thought I'd stick this in this video. Okay, so there you have it. I hope this video helped you, and if I have any pregnant mamas watching this video, then definitely subscribe and comment down below. I'm dying to speak to more pregnant ladies, so definitely comment down below so we can connect. But yeah, if you like this video, then please subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. So until next time, bye guys.